So the first rain passed. We have a second coming, and more of a storm. That's more of a storm. So we need to get going. Okay, so he's bringing out the anchor, and man, we leave here at 5 o'clock in the evening, and I'll be here since morning, since 7 a.m. Keep saying the rain coming. It's not easy. We're about to cook, but the way the storm and the wind is blowing, we have to keep going or get going. Okay.
Yeah, so this is me. You wondering how I got here? Let me explain to you how I got here. Kodo. Hello brothers, sisters, how y'all doing? This your boy Cooking with Sindaco, and I'm back again. So there are few jobs or work in this world that is deadly, scary and risky. And fishing is part of this job, because where they work, there's no landmark to identify your location or position. When something happens, you are nowhere to be found. Man, it's really risky and scary, difficult and hard work as well. As a food content creator, I had to go an extra mile to the sea with the fishermen to create this content for you guys at home watching, to have an idea what fishermen go through before they bring us fish to eat.
Man, you feel like the more you go deeper, the more it becomes more heavy. Okay. The more you go deeper, the more, and it's even windy. Okay, it's windy, so you can feel the roughness, you know.
This is a jaw drop video that needs your attention, and I believe after watching this video, you have a massive respect for fishermen, especially those in Africa, because they use their physical energy to do this job. So per my own understanding and calculation, we sailed like 50 kilometers from shore. Man, we spent 13 hours on the sea. We got lost on the sea because we didn't have compass. Man, a whole lot in this video. The sea that was calm in the morning and the afternoon was very rough with us in the evening. Man, you need to experience this adventure. I hope you come with me in my next trip. I know a video like this doesn't go viral, but kindly share, follow and subscribe to the page, and also support my effort for letting you see what goes on behind the shows. So there are 4 types of fishing which I'll talk about in my next video. But today we'll be doing the thread and hook way of fishing. So we started preparing days before the D-Day, making sure that all the needed things are available. The thread and hook are nicely fixed. One funny thing is that you can only trap squid or octopus with salted beef. So we made sure that we also have enough beef to get more squid and octopus. Wow, interesting. So as a first timer, I was so scared but determined to do this. I hope you enjoyed the video. Kindly share, subscribe, tell a friend, tell a brother. Let's do this.
So it's 6 a.m. in the morning. I'm in Mori in the central region. So today, this is the canoe that we'll be using. Okay, and they're about to pull it onto the sea. And I'll be going with them to see how they cast it. Man, it's not easy. It's not even like fishermen really go through a lot before they bring us fish to eat. So Kante, this is Kante Chelsea. You know, Abu Tari, still super. So before the canoe goes to the sea, you need to pull it down. Okay, it's the same as when they pull it up to the shore. It's the same way it goes down. Okay, so they have these 2 woods and the rolling steel or beam, and he has to. Okay. Physical energy with the strength from the back. He pull up the canoe so that the steel can go under. Man, as I said, difficult job, and now that the fuel is expensive, these people spend a lot of money on fuel. And just imagine you buy this amount of fuel and go to sea and don't catch anything. The frustration that it brings. That man in the red t-shirt owns a canoe, and his canoe goes deeper. His canoe goes deeper. They catch big fish. And one trip there, the estimate of a trip that they go for only one is 72,000 cedis, which is 70 million old currency. And just imagine he's planning 70 million for a sea, for just a trip, and don't catch anything. Just imagine the frustration and everything. So it's not easy. It's not easy. So today I'll be with them and to bring you the rundown and everything. Okay, so we have our everything on board. This is the motor. It's typical Conti fan. And the fuel over there we bought yesterday. This is a cool pot. prepare food and everything. So we are checking everything is okay and everything is set. Not that you get to on top of the sea and you get on top of the sea and you are missing things. So basically, right from the start, energy is required. Okay, right from the start. See the sunrise, very beautiful. So it has now touched. Show you. So see the physical energy that is required. You have physical energy to do this, to be a fisherman. So basically, the canoe was pushed from the other side, and now we're about to board from this side. Okay, because we have things in the car. So we have sugar cane, water, and a whole lot of gari, everything. So this is my life jacket. The first, yeah, my first time. So first time I can't risk it. So I have my life jacket over here. Yeah, it's 7 and by 4 or 5 in the evening we should be returning. Okay, this contains my phone. That's why I have this over here, because normally you don't need this thing because of the phone. Yeah, to prevent from falling. Since we'll be spending some hours on the sea, we took some ice blocks. Okay, so this over here is an ice block that will preserve the fish from getting spoiled early. Okay. So as I said, first time. So my swimming skills, you know, it's not that 100% tactic into, you know. I need to get my vest on. First time, though I'm from seaside, I've never done anything of a such. I've never ever gone to the sea. Today's my first time. I'm happy and proud to be in the shoes of these locals. How they're able to go to the sea, catch fish. I'm here to witness something myself. Okay. So it's time to turn the canoe so that the motor can be at the back. So we are maneuvering through to get to the proper side. But you grab that, but you grab about it. And we don't want me skills, no. Oh, yeah, you them. So it's 7 o'clock a.m. in the morning. And we just took off. Okay, so you can see that the color over here is different from just 50 meters away. Wow. So this is the man behind all the organization. Pochoka, how are they? Yeah, man, unorganized baby. He's a fisherman also. Yeah, and he also owned the cocoa farm. Yeah, the cocoa farm video. He also owned it. Okay. So yeah, what's up? So medium far. So we are only 4 on board, so you need to split the load. Okay, if not the canoe will go to one side. So I've been asked if I will vomit, because normally if it's the first time going to the sea, the people do say that you have to vomit. You vomit and a whole lot. Okay, and I don't think that thing happens. But if it happens, this is my first time, it's normal. Okay. Yeah. Wow, man, the waves, everything. Whoa. Wow, man, the waves, it goes down and comes down, so you feel.
Man, after a few meters of setting off, the panic and the fear started coming in. But I also said to myself that, man, I'm here already. There's nothing I can do. We will never return back home. So I need to keep my fears underneath, to focus on myself, grip myself together, then let's do this for the people. And moreover, I also had trust in the fishermen that if anything happened, man, they will swim to rescue me.
It's adventure, but It's I know what they are. And I'm what wow. It's a where's the water banana? Okay, my first time. So what's that called? What is speed? No, boy. Yeah, and you want. Hey, where they are gassing up? Wow, where they want to gas up? Damn. So it's just like inside the plane, and when it's about when it's about to land, you see that feeling. Hey, and people do cross this to Libya. Wow. So that's a different squad over there fishing. Anyway, yeah, Akado. Yeah. And we're rough out. So man, as you keep going, it becomes very rough. It's just like the road. Woo! Woo! Kilometers. When the waves like this, it's very rough. Man, I feel it. I feel it in my scrutums.
And one amazing thing is that most of these fishermen are going to the sea since the age of 10 years. So just imagine someone going to the sea for 38 years, 40 years, 20 years. Man, they go without any fear. They can even dive in the sea because they know how to swim and everything.
So the more the speed, it will ding dong the, what do you call it, the strength, the canoe. Anyway, so you have to make it, and that is very deep. Wait, there's a wave coming. There's a wave coming. So that's the net for some people.
So that thing you see on the sea is a marking point for some of the fishermen. As I said, there are different types of fishing. So that thing marks a point of a net that has been cast already. And also if you want to ease yourself or want to visit the toilet, you squat at the edge of the tip over there in the front. Then you ease yourself while the canoe is still moving. And everybody will be looking at your property as well. It's normal because you also see someone's property.
Man, here is very rough. Like you could feel the deepness. When you actually feel the deepness over here. Wow. And since they have been doing it for ages, most of these fishermen started going to the sea at the age of 10 years, 7 years. Okay. So they have that huge experience, what to do and what not to do, the time to go, the time not to go, and everything, and even to prepare themselves. The reason or the purpose of this video is to tell you or to show you what fishermen go through, or what these local workers go through, especially the farmers, the fishermen, those who produce out certain things to eat. Okay, what they go through before they bring us quality food and authentic food to eat. Okay. Wow. Man, it's good enough. It's good enough. I see the wave, it's good enough. Man, God is so good. God is so wonderful. So basically people are fishing. They are fishing. Over here, the main job over here, the coastal area is fishing. Okay, the main occupation is fishing. Man, that's for information. How did they
And one amazing thing on the sea is that it's the same or had a similar kind of experience being on the road. Man, there's potholes on the sea, there's ramp on the sea, there's mountain or hill on the sea, there's a descent on the sea. Just the same feelings. Anyway, it's also a means of transport, so it's the same thing.
We're now facing the coast. Before it was on our left side, but now we are facing it from there. So in front of us, a different canoe. I believe you are coming here. So. So basically, asking for information before we move ahead. Wow. So it's asking if you be fishing, if you want to catch octopus, then you should be doing over here. Octopus and spray, you should be doing over here. Wow. They actually know where to fish, the kind of fish, and any different position and location. Like they have that huge experience. Now we are telling about oh, okay. So we want fresh fish from them. We want to fire fish from them when the cooking is ongoing. Wow. So that's the egg of the octopus. Wow, so just has some fish. When we say, I don't want swine. Propose it. Man, so you see how drivers give tips to other drivers when there's a police on the way. The same thing over here. When you meet a fisherman on the sea, you can ask for anything. They leave this information. There's fish somewhere. They tell you they do fish. If you want to put inside the canoe, you do fish. If you not had some yet, and they also give information where to go, where the fish is. We're about to prepare the anchor. And we need fish to catch fish. One of us, what the name no di. So we have fish over here, and we'll be using it to trap or to hook up to get the fish. Okay, that's the anchor. Yeah.
Also, one thing I noticed is that right after the shore, the waves go back inside the sea. It doesn't come to the shore. So that's why when someone drowns inside the sea, they will say that, oh, the person just fell over here. He just drowned over here. Man, the wave have pushed the person back. Man, this is really scary and risky. I had no idea that that's how it is, that the wave moved back to the sea. Yeah, so we made our first stop after 45 minutes of sailing, and we dropped the anchor and we started fishing. Over here, the fish wasn't coming enough because I think we came a bit late. Normally, there are times that the fish come out to play after eating in the morning, and when you don't come early, it's difficult to catch them. So for a while, we didn't catch anything, so we had to move forward again.
So we left the anchor over here, but now look at where the rope is. It's all over that side, meaning the wave has really pushed us around. So here time, man, so in your time. So normally, how many minimum hours I must spend here today? On channel coffee. 4 hours today. So they spend hours over here just for fishing, and as I said, this is a different type of fishing. This is not the net one, okay? This is just by the hooks. Wow. The net one, they cast it round, then they pull it, and they have the one that you cast the net, they go back to the shore, then they pull from the shore. We actually be shining. Wow. So we have our first catch over here. Wow. I think he also has a catch. I know about it. See the shining coming. Wow. Ule, Kwakofe, favorite, Petu. But I know it was Senegal. It was Senegal red. So this is how the hook. Kwakofe. Wow. Our first catch. So So a friend Pretoku watche a tenga so no so varieties of fishing like the canoe no, the varieties of them we have that goes miles away, then between the list and even the way they cast the net. Some do cast the net, they go home 2 days, they come back to put the net. Some also cast the net very straight, they were horizontally straight before they pull it. Some also cast, then they wait for some hours before they pull. Some also when they see the fish before they cast it, they pull the net. Wow. And we have the one that also cast the net, they go back and they pull the net from the shore. All of this, the roof for the Pretoku guys are the one that go fast, that goes deep sea. So this the hook is no more. The fish is one of the hook is gone. Wow. Another one to defeat in the fish because the how over in Amnafa. Hey. Nimpa nyenam so nye. What come what kobanoko? Nanchona ba for the rest of your life. Ah. Hey, no can be and I'm not baby man. Obey am. Enko bana hook na aka na no. And I'm not be both you hook na every name. Obey enko bana fina man. Ha!
Don't it's in your nala. And Tamanana, if you cheat a man also,
Wako.
And then you know, I can go back to no, the how.
Wow, man, did you hear that? Oh, you should him. Wow, man, there's mystery in every job. Like there's some serious narration in every job. Did you hear that? Monkfish. So the monkfish, when they bite the hook and they run away with the hook, we have other fish inside the monkfish. The other ones, the brothers and the sisters, that will help remove the hook from the lips of the fish. Wow. Into Mubapa, one amusha when I'm winner.
So you come here, man.
Ukumyama. Answer, but I'm on the mission. So, keep us in the day. Yaman more than a different time do so between Baba among because central region now and say okay, wow. So basically they're able to identify the canoe based on the shape and the size of the canoe. So if someone comes from Accra to this side, they will know that it's from Accra because of the shape and the size of the canoe and the design. Wow. It started to 15 years. Wow, they said they were 30s. At 30. So just imagine, almost 20 plus years of experience. So we are not getting enough, we are moving. I feel a bit of nausea over here, kind of that vomiting sensation wise, but so we're bringing back the ankle.
So one frustrating difficult thing about sea fishing is that anytime you cast your fish and you put a net or you draw the ankle or your hook and don't catch anything, for a while you need to move to a different location and try again. So that will make you sail almost all the day trying to find fish to catch. Man, it's not easy at all. And imagine being under the sun, no shade, nothing. Man, hey, easy, papa.
So we've made our second stop. Okay, we've come a bit far, some kilometers, and we just dropped the ankle. As I said, because of the wave, how the canoe, the wave is waving or moving the canoe, and I'm now feeling the nausea. I feel like vomiting. Yeah, over the foam. But when we're moving, I wasn't feeling like that. But anytime we stop and we drop the ankle, and the wind of the wave, start to move the canoe left, right, center, I feel like that vomiting.
Man, at this point I was really going through a lot. I felt like vomiting, but the vomiting wasn't coming. Man, I was so desperate, I was so weak, and I wish I could lie down. I wish I could get some cold water on my body. Could actually see that the body system has actually gone to a different place altogether, like a different change in the system. So the vomit wasn't coming because my chest wasn't weak or soft. Okay, so normally if you have a soft chest or weak chest, that's where you vomit easily, but the vomit wasn't coming because mountain medicine.
You need time. Okay, this kind of fishing requires time. He was explaining that right now they've eaten, so they are resting. Okay, but they'll get active again. Kind of, you know, like my system has changed. Since I want to sleep, I want to lie down, kind of that feeling anyway. So this is what they used for the is a hook, like the anchor kind of. And you see the thread over here is being chopped. So basically it's a fish that actually chew this. So they know that they are like, these people are here to catch them. They also have a way they can escape by chewing the thread and the rope. Man, look at this. Wow. So we're about to move from this point also because we're not getting enough. So now the color of the sea doesn't look that much blue. It's like blue black, or yeah, blue black kind of color. Yeah, it's not that light blue, that sea blue that you see. This is different color. So the frustration is real. We've been to 3 different locations and man, nothing much. Okay, so try to move to a different location again to see what we can get. So this is when it gets more intense and more severe, when you spend all this fuel, the energy, you come and you don't get any fish. We have like the monkfish, we have like 5-6 monkfish and 2 squid. Okay, another 2 fish.
So it was around 2 p.m. and we had to eat. So we had some bread, sugarcane and water.
So whilst looking for a better place, whilst looking for a better place to fish, you know, we just had our bread. Anyway. Oh, la. But we are the power. It's like because of years am I into the moon so shane and I by enter years in Tana. And say it's years in into no. How do I say from? Them now win. Every mark with 1,000 normal. Hey, Papa. I'm saying Tumba. Wow. That's a today. It's from. The man is saying that here is exactly the same as our friends at the show. No difference. It's me that I'm complaining. Wow. So I asked the question because I heard that sometimes when the wave is very rough and the canoe goes up like that and hits back on the sea, it sometimes splits. And they told me yes. I want them to say it because the motor was running. So, but you, the question we saw before there, you know, so to pay right or in the choir. It's not been on my day. I'm with the shame 15. No, soon be inside. Okay, I'm paid and we pay 2 days. Kabi. Not take. Nobody mujej mokufi another mu still eduma. Wow. Okay, so be assume we going to know. I said I know you who mama no.
So at this point, I said, let me fly the drone to see where we are on the sea. And while I was doing that, I saw a different canoe somewhere. I tried to go to this canoe to see what they are doing over there. And man, trust me, I did 3 kilometers before I got there. When I got there, they were pulling their net and man, they are taking fish from the net. Interesting. So basically, as I said, over here, the main occupation on the coastal area is fishing.
So as I said, they're able to identify any canoe. As soon as they see the canoe, they're able to identify it. And this here is going to Elmina, Edina.
That's a phone. What's your one of my?
I got that.
What's your one of my? What's your one of my?
What's up, yeah?
I'm for patrol. Go on.
Yeah, so Edina. Anyway. Wow. The one beautiful thing is that, like, when they see there's a communication that goes on, as I said earlier. So we've been on here since 7 o'clock, and it's now 3, getting to 4. So 7-8 hours plus, and you're on the sea. We have some fish, but not that much, but it's enough. Okay? It's enough that I can prepare food with it.
So we saw this canoe coming, and all of a sudden it stopped on the way because they have seen some fish and they wanted to cast it. Remember that I said earlier that we have this type of fishermen that goes to the sea. They only cast their net when they see fish. So probably these people are one of those groups. So I flew the drone to their location to see what's going on over there. It was 2 kilometers from my distance. And man, the way they were pulling the net is not a joke. Physical energy and strength to crowd. And they had one guy inside the fish trying to scare the fish to move back to where the net is so that they'll be able to catch it. Man, it's not easy. I also saw one guy drumming so that they'll be singing and having the entertainment vibe to pull the net easily. Man, it's not easy. It's really not easy. So that round big thing that you see is the net that they casted. Very huge. And also you can see that their canoe is bigger and wider than ours, meaning they have big nets and they can go deep sea to catch big fish.
So you see, it's raining over there, and man, the whole thing has changed. The wind is causing more waves, and over there that's Cape Coast. So this is one of the challenges fishermen go through. You see how the clouds, everything has changed. So right now, if it starts to rain, meaning it will rain on us. It will rain on us, and so the rain plus the waves and everything will change the whole narrative, the whole dimension of everything. This is one of the challenges they go through. Aside the waves, rain also disturbs them a lot. Wow. It's the need to move them crab channel into the going. They talk about an to I didn't award the crab. Man, it's not easy. It's not easy. You need to respect every craft, especially when it comes to this local business. You need to respect them. Farmers, fishermen, those who produce this, our local food, palm oil, pito, and all those things. Like they go through a lot before they're able to process certain things for us to combine or to consume. And man, it's not easy. As I keep saying, it's not easy. It's not an easy thing. And one thing that I'm glad about is that I had no sickness, no vomiting. So I've passed 1 mark. I passed 1. That's so beautiful. See the rays, the sun rays. Man, over there, you see on top of the sea. Man, that's beautiful, man. Hello, brothers, sisters. I do this, boy. Cooking with Sindaco. Now I'm back again. Yeah, so this page or this program is about giving you authentic content. And man, since I'm doing food, fishing is part of food, and I'm trying to put myself in the shoes of the locals. Okay, so we know about fishing, farming, and any other thing because it's based on these things that we get food to eat. Okay, so I need to go to the source or the basic where or how fish is being processed and how farming is being done. Okay, so since I'm here, I'm giving you the insights and highlights of how they fish or what fishermen go through before they bring us fish to consume. Authentic content, and if you believe in authenticity, this is the kind of video you have to share. Luckily, it didn't rain, but I just passed to the other side. Okay, it just passed to the other side, and we are still here. But there's still the waves still on. Anyway, you see how the canoe is dondling. Anyway. Kwakofi. I don't find the rich you know. Akufado. No, I was after Kwakofi. That is this better often. This person I don't know. So we've been on here for like 9 hours. Okay, and it's about time to do the preparation of food. Okay, so that's the chef over there, Chef Kabna. Yeah, Chef Kabna. So we're about to do some Gary Boy, and basically it's like Gary Boy. So basically, yeah, so it's like Eba, okay, and we're boiling some of the fish, the fresh fish that we got from the sea. Gary is one of the favorite food fishermen like because it's very heavy and it stays with them for a long time. So the first rain passed. We have a second coming, and more of a storm. More of a storm. So we need to get going. Okay, so he's bringing out the anchor, and man, we leave here at 5 o'clock in the evening, and I'll be here since morning, 7 a.m. Saying the rain coming, it's not easy. And, we're going. We're about to cook, but the way the storm and the wind is blowing, we have to keep going or get going.
So man, at this point I was super scared. I was scared for some few things. One is the fuel, and second is at what time are we going to get home? Man, seeing the kind of waves or the wind and the waves on the sea, are we going to get home on time? Mamma mia. And also I didn't understand why these people were still delaying. We are delaying on the sea. Man, let's move. Let's go.
If I have a headache, I see the rain. No, the water. The splash. Man, this is one of the challenges I said earlier. The wind, the wave, the storm, the rain. Just imagine you come to sea, we don't get much fish, and you face this challenge. It's not easy. The lights light up. Wow. On to this one. So we're about to cook here. Hey, he's not up about here. Wow.
The situation continued to be more worse because the storm that was coming was really a hard one. They knew it. As soon as they saw the cloud, they said, no, let's go, because the rain coming is not a joke. So whilst going back, we are using the coconut tree from the far edge of the shore to guide our direction. And all of a sudden, all the clouds came down and covered the edge of the ocean, so we couldn't see anything. That's where we got lost, because the waves on the sea was too much to the sense that it was turning our canoe to the other side.
One of the most riskiest jobs in the world. The riskiest job in the world, but interesting as well. Risky but interesting.
Man, I noticed that we are getting lost. I told the guys that, Jack, where we are now, or the direction that we are going, it's not the right path. We are getting lost. They said, no, we are on the right path. It's your first time, so you are scared. Brothers, sisters, we sailed for almost 2 hours heading on the wrong direction, heading towards Takoradi. Jesus Christ.
It's really cold over here, very cold, and we are also facing the wind. Okay, we are facing the wind, and the wind is pushing us back, and we are facing it. So you can feel the splash of the water and everything. Man, this is not Photoshop. Man, look at the waves. The water has changed color because of the clouds. That's our food on fire as well. We are cooking as well.
point I couldn't shoot anymore because the rain was too much, to the extent that I was scared for my camera and my GoPro. So I had to cut everything and just face the reality. Man, it rained for more than 1 hour. We on the sea and the rain was beating us. This wasn't a small rain. This was really a typical conventional rainfall. Hey! Yeah, but I'm glad I was able to go through all this process for you guys to see what fishermen go through before they bring us fish. I'm really happy this really happened, for me to have the full experience of what they go through. Man, I wish to try it again. So after 1 hour 30 minutes of raining, the clouds started going back up again, and I turned myself and I saw the Cape Coast Castle. And they said, Jack, is that on Cape Coast Castle? They said, yeah. I said, yeah, I told you guys that we are lost. I told you guys that we are lost. They said, hey, you are good though. How did you notice that? I knew I was really focused because I wanted to go home. So I was focusing for the direction. And since the canoe started shifting, I noticed that we were on the wrong path. But you guys didn't listen to me because you thought it was my first time. So I was scared. So we had to turn back again to head back to Moray. We got back to Moray at 8 p.m. in the evening. The whole place was dark, total darkness. Man, it's a nice experience. It's a really nice experience that everyone should witness. Yeah, so basically this is what fishermen go through before they bring us fish to eat. And I believe after watching this video, you have maximum respect for fishermen. Man, it's not an easy job. I hope you liked the video. If this is your first time watching, kindly subscribe, tell a friend, tell a brother. Cooking with Sindaco, authentic and great content always. Please share the video to support me. Yeah, so let's meet again for Shizzle Manizzle or Kodo. I'm out.